Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on another team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Missouri's offense will get first crack at it today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can...
Turning it on! They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give on the inside. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get the ball for the first time. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The Sooners in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The screen, he's got wheels. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. The Sooners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. The sure hands, it's Eakin. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Got it in the middle. It's Jimenez. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fakes to grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. And the Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll start this drive firing. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Lester. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 4. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He got it. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Finds his man. It's Vaughn. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Oh, the fake. They snapped it to the up man. He's on the move. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football.
There he goes. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Missouri wants to go fast. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Grab behind the line. It's Eakin. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep 3rd downs manageable for this offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lester. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Eakin. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He wants to throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the left. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Sooners moving quickly to the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now on the option. Now the toss. Gets it past the marker. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
Well, this is enough. Has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the...
Breaks into the open.
Well, right away after picking up the 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run for it. Powers through the defender. He's got enough for a Missouri 1st down. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Just try to keep this drive alive and try to go get extra points.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The inside handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Bust through behind his pad. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners!
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Sooners want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jimenez. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll toss it. There he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
They call it the option because there's so many options on the play. There's so many things they can do. The defense did a good job taking away the quarterback, but, man, they lost track of the running back. Great blocking. Running back takes it all the way for the huge touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running behind that left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Flips it out in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Here's the pressure. Blasted as he lets it go.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not
trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is
headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And the pummeling has started. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they've put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give and tick, 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 tick. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. From the gun, the running back has it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He leaves it with his back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper, finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a nice play. It's a great option. They run it to perfection. Quarterback keeps the football, running down the field, going to make a play. And the defense continues to hustle, continues to fight, forces the fumble. Never give up on a play. That's why you never give up on a play right there.
A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. From the gun, running back on the move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Holds and fires complete to the right. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now 1st and 10 from their own 46. Rushes on him. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats